My wife ended our pregnancy because of her affair, so I moved on with her sister. My name is Luyu. My wife, Jang Nuanyuan, and I were childhood sweethearts, basically engaged since we were kids. But in the 3rd year of our marriage, she hired her college crush to be her personal assistant. I told her to fire him, but she refused. Things got icy between us. After more than half a year of this, my mother became terminally ill. Her dying wish was to see Jang Nuanyuan pregnant with our child, so I went to my wife to make peace. She thought about it for a second then agreed. A month later she was pregnant. But just as my mother was fading, wanting one last look at her belly, I got the news. Jang Nuanyuan had miscarried after donating blood to her crush. I had another child though from outside our marriage. At my mother's funeral the mood was heavy. People behind me were giving me strange looks and I knew why. Standing where my wife Jang Nuanyuan should have been was my mistress Han Wen-jing. She was holding a baby. She was the one seeing my mother off on her final journey. After the funeral, Jang Nuanyuan's father stopped me. "Luyu," he said. "I kept my mouth shut because it was your mother's funeral. But what is this? Bringing your mistress and your illegitimate child here? Do you have any idea what this does to our companies?" He was furious, not because I cheated, but because I had paraded Han Wen-jing around as my family's daughter-in-law. It sent a clear signal that the lady of the Lu house was about to change. I leaned back on the sofa, completely relaxed. "Uncle Jang," I said, "I didn't have a choice. Your daughter lost our baby for that pretty boy, and is still laid up in the hospital. I couldn't let my mother die without her peace of mind, could I? Besides, do you really think people wouldn't talk if your daughter was a no-show?" His face went pale. He knew about the assistant his daughter kept around. He'd even warned her about it. But Jang Nuanyuan was stubborn and always did what she wanted. Since I hadn't made a big deal about it, he never looked into it further. After all, affairs are common in our world. You can't find one truly faithful couple in 10. But this time she'd gone too far, losing our child to donate blood for some guy on her payroll. Not only that, her stubbornness made her miss my mother's last moments. The fact that I called him uncle instead of dad showed him how angry I really was, but he still had to do damage control. He chose his next words carefully, his tone much softer now. "Look, I know Nuanyuan messed up badly this time, but you brought your mistress to her mother-in-law's funeral. You embarrassed her badly too. For my sake, can you just forgive her this once? Our families and companies are too intertwined. A divorce would be a huge loss for both of us." I didn't say a word. I just pulled a stack of photos from my bag and laid them on the table in front of him. His expression instantly darkened as he looked at the pictures of the young girls. He recognized a few of them as his own illegitimate daughters. The ones he didn't recognize he figured were his daughters too. "Luyu, what is the meaning of this?" I gave a small laugh. "You've misunderstood me, Uncle Jang." Seeing the murderous look in his eyes, I knew what he was thinking. I wasn't stupid enough to threaten him with his other daughters. He and his wife had always had their own separate lives. As long as Jang Nuanyuan got the inheritance, her mother wouldn't care about these photos. His face relaxed a bit. Threatening him with his other daughters would be like throwing mud. It wouldn't stick, but it would make a mess. Luckily, I wasn't that dumb. "Then what do you want?" he asked. "The alliance between our families continues," I said, "just with a different bride." He understood immediately. I would still marry into the Jang family, but it would be one of his illegitimate daughters, not Jang Nuanyuan. The company was still his. As long as I married one of his daughters, it didn't really matter.